Hello there, Lynx here. We are playing My Dream Is to Be a Model, not a maid. I totally was about to say it the opposite way again. Last episode ended, well, with a really big event, to be honest, that nobody could have predicted, probably. But now, it's day 65 out of 95, which means we are basically 2/3 down the road of completing our task of working as a maid. So, let's see where this is going. I stifled a big yawn and put my laptop on the coffee table. It's only 3 PM right now, but why does it feel like it's been 3 PM for the longest time? My eyes are getting dry, and it feels like the air conditioner isn't working as well as it's supposed to. It's feeling kind of warm, but also cold at the same time. Weird. Sounds to me like someone is sick. After hours of staring at the laptop screen, I'm getting a little lightheaded. I get up to pour myself a glass of water, but getting up makes me feel woozy, and my heavy body ends up back on the couch again. It won't hurt to lie down a bit, right? There's still some time left before I have to make dinner. Oh, but I have to go grocery shopping! Maybe I can do that tomorrow instead. I'm feeling super tired. I think all I need is a little nap. I'll be sure to wake up on time to make a quick dinner. My heavy eyelids can barely stay open, and I fall prey to slumber in a matter of seconds. Yep, definitely got sick there. When I finally wake up, the bright lights in the room cause my migraine to worsen even more. The pounding in my head is all I can focus on, and my brain shrivels with every beat. However, a burning smell immediately thrusts me back into motion. Hey, did I leave the stove on earlier? Is the place engulfed in flames? I stop in panic to check my surroundings, but instead of seeing fire, I see a wet towel fall from my head and a figure in the kitchen. My heavy breathing calms down with her identifying Aoi in the kitchen, but the panic arises again when I realize she's in the kitchen doing kitchen things when she never does kitchen things. Ow! At the speed of light, I practically leap from the couch and check if she hurt herself. Aoi! Hey! Fortunately, there is no blood gushing from anywhere, but she's holding her finger in her mouth and looking at me with teary eyes. Her fingers are covered in band-aids, causing me to think of the man she could have done elsewhere. I look around the kitchen and it looks like an absolute war zone. But I spot a bowl of what seems to be rice porridge on the counter. Did you make that for me? You shouldn't be up, you have a fever. I do? Aoi leans her head in, and for a moment I think she's trying to kiss me, but then our foreheads touch and I almost faint from my misunderstanding. You're still burning. Go back to the couch. What? I get escorted to whence I came. She sits me down and hurriedly brings the bowl of rice porridge to me. The bowl sits in front of me on the coffee table, and at first glance it looks completely edible. I almost think my eyes are playing tricks on me. This must be the first time she's ever cooked, right? And she got it down to a T. I look at her with shocked eyes. You made this? Yeah, I tried. I used a simple recipe online, and I followed each instruction properly, so it should be decent. But again, I've never cooked before, so... I put the tray with the rice porridge on my lap and scoop a spoonful. If it was a simple recipe, then shoo, she couldn't have messed up, right? Here goes nothing. I mean, I'm already sick, so... Right as I lift the spoon to my face, I can smell the burnt aroma of the rice porridge, and any sort of expectations vastly disappear. Exactly. If you've never eaten a burnt food, what is wrong with you? Despite the smell, I put the spoon in my mouth and taste her hard work. Wow, that line. So, how is it? It's burnt and salty as hell, but it's not inedible. But her anticipating face makes it hard for me to break it to her. With just in one word, she already figures out my answer.
So it's bad. No, it's not bad. It's just and a little burnt and a little too salty.
Aoi's shoulders slump in ejection.
But it's not bad, trust me, it's not bad at all. I mean, for a first timer, wow!
I bring another spoonful in my mouth and swallow it with ease, hoping to show Aoi that it really isn't inedible.
You don't have to continue eating.
How dare you say something like that to me? Like, how dare you? I would totally eat that. I would absolutely have no problem. Again, I mean, if you cook yourself, you will burn stuff on your own. Even if lightly, you will still do that. I've eaten that stuff, to be honest. Funnily enough, I don't think I've ever overdid it with the spices though. But then again, I'm also going with most stuff like spicy, at least compared to other people here. Like I chuck a ton of, well, like hot pepper or chili or whatever like that. And I'm still alright with that. Other people would not be, at least. Like family and so on. Anyway.
I'm going to because it's fine. And besides, you spent so much effort on this, how could I just toss it away? No, I'm not one to waste food. I'm thankful that you even tried to help me recover. I don't know when I got this fever, but gosh, it's a pain in the ass. I think it's died down now. Say, did you eat yet? I'll go make you something quick.
I instinctively get up to do my job, but she drags me back down to the couch.
Sit. You still have a fever going on, just rest for a while. Don't worry about me for the time being, worry about yourself. Get to bed early tonight, and don't concern yourself with my breakfast and lunch tomorrow. What? What are you gonna eat then? Store-bought food, what else? I'd rather you rest up for the next couple of days, than have my maid go to the hospital.
I back down after she scolds me slightly and I continue eating the homemade rice porridge. Also, you say all of that, but I mean, Aoi definitely does not think that, obviously, but if we made food for her, there would be a risk she would get sick as well, I guess. Anywho, I've forgotten how scary she can sound. I resume eating my mediocre meals in silence, but I can't help but notice the chef's intense stare. Aoi is seated next to me and continues to monitor me intently with every spoonful.
Can you stop it watching me eat? It's making me nervous. I'm making sure you don't randomly faint and that you get to bed properly after eating. Speaking of which, you should stop eating that garbage. I'm fine, seriously, and I'm not gonna faint out of nowhere. I'm sure my fever is dying down.
I literally fainted in my life once. Also because I was sick. But I was, yeah, like, I think I was in primary school. So I was under 13 at the time. And yeah, to be fair, me being sick means I had the temperature of around 40 Celsius. Yeah. That's when I'm like sick. Otherwise, I don't really feel much. I can be sneezing and so on. I will keep going still. I hope I won't get sick now after saying all of that. Totally raised a flag here. Whatever. I touch my forehead to confirm. I can tell.
I'll personally escort you to your bed if I need to. What are you gonna do? Sleep with me too? No?
I snicker at how discomposed she automatically becomes after one mere suggestion. I proceed towards the kitchen and leave the bowl in the sink as well as everything else she used to cook earlier. These can be cleaned tomorrow. I'm ordered to go to sleep early anyway. I mean, at least put water into that stuff. The clock on the microwave reads 8:57 PM. I didn't notice until now how early it still is. Even if I tried to, I'd probably just be rolling around in bed, unable to sleep. But maybe this excruciating headache will help, for it's deadly as can be. I reach for the cabinet where the painkillers are and take 2 tablets while chugging a glass of water down. It might have been a bad idea to finish all of the salty rice porridge. But how could I have not? It was Oi's first dish. I can't let her efforts go to waste like that. Oi then comes up next to me and badgers me with question after question. Do you need anything? Do I need to go to the store to get you anything for you? Do you need more medicine? I'll go buy you some food when you wake up. Ahoy, calm down. I don't need anything. Her face tells me she's not convinced, but I really don't need anything else. All I need is some good sleep. But seeing her worried like that makes you want to tease her a bit. It would be nice if I had comfier and an expensive bed to sleep in. I'd probably sleep a lot better, you know. Her eyes widen like she has the best solution to my problem. You can sleep in my bed tonight. Hey, what? I'm taken aback at how fast she answered that with no hesitation whatsoever. What? If it would help you get better, that is. I mean, I need to get better so you can quickly get back to your duties. I was joking. And besides, I'd pass my fever to you if I were to sleep in the same bed. Same bed? I mean, I'd be sleeping in your bed or the couch if you slept in mine. Eh? At that moment, it finally occurs to me that I gravely misunderstood. My face burns intensely, and it isn't because of the fever. I turn away from her out of embarrassment and mentally slap myself in the face. Why did I automatically assume we would be sleeping together? What is wrong with me? The image of us sleeping in the same bed flashes across my head, and I quickly try to push it out. Are you okay? I spin around and our faces are only inches apart. On instinct, I back up and knock down something on the counter. Akane, you... I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. I literally run past her and straight to my bedroom, throwing myself on the bed in hopes that I can hit my head on the headboard and knock myself out. That doesn't sound pleasant. Unfortunately, I'm still conscious. Oi's close-up face is still in my head, and it makes me remember that one time when we accidentally kissed. I bury my head under my pillow to block out all the strange thoughts floating in my head. What's gotten into me? Seriously? Why am I so self-conscious about Oi now? Is my fever so bad that I'm melting my brain? They say I'm melting, it's melting. I was probably acting so suspicious just then. I hate this! It must be the fever. It has to be. Or maybe, just maybe, day 80 out of 95. We're approaching the end. I take a big stretch and crack my back after hours of sitting at my desk. No luck in the apartment hunting department yet again. Everything's either priced too high or in a place that's too inconvenient. This majorly sucks. There are only 15 days before this whole Maid thing is done with. If I don't find a place by then, I'd probably be sleeping on the streets. Sounds like a bad idea. 15 days, huh? When I think about it, for some reason, I'm feeling a bit sad when hypothetically I should be happy. These past months have been a roller coaster, but it was so comfortable living here. I might have gotten too accustomed to this place. And Aoi, I can't rest easy knowing she's gonna be living alone again soon. Will she be alright? I turn off my laptop and reach for my phone to check the time. Because I couldn't do that on the laptop. I don't have a clock on the laptop. Totally makes sense, doesn't it? 1:54 AM. Wow. Whoa! Almost 2 in the morning. I need to stop sleeping so late. This can't possibly be good for my skin. Yeah, I bet it's not for mine as well. I let out a sigh and head towards my bed. Wait, did I hear that? Wow. I let out a sigh and head towards my bed, but the growl from my stomach starts begging for attention. You can't eat this late, Akane. Absolutely not. Trick my stomach into thinking I'm eating. Or is that being too naive? Either way, I get up and travel to the kitchen for a glass of water. As I open my door and walk out to the hallway, I spot a dark figure at the dining table. Is that a ghost? No way, no way, no way, no way! I panic and stop in my tracks, but upon further inspection, it's only Aoi.
God, Aoi, you scared the crap out of me! Just why you're sitting here in the dark like this? Turn on the lights, for God's sake! No, just leave it!
Aoi's sharp tone shocks me and holds me back from lighting out the room. I pour myself a glass of water and sit in the seat across from her. She's curled up in a chair, chin tucked between her knees and looking down at the table. A bottle of wine rests on the table with a glass half full of the bitter red liquid.
Where are you drinking? I was about to, until you interrupted me.
Even with the curtains drawn, the moonlight manages to cascade its light in the open room, allowing me to make out Aoi's shiny eyes. She swirls the glass of wine slowly with her hands but ends up leaving it on the table without even taking a sip. I give her stone, frozen face a worried look.
Wait, Aoi? Why are you crying?
She looks away promptly and denies my accusation.
No.
Not believing her lie, I quickly walk up to her and cup her face in my hands for a better look to confirm my suspicions.
Stop that!
I can now see the tears stain down her rosy cheeks more clearly.
You totally were!
She pries my hands off and scolds from the embarrassment of getting caught lying.
Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? No. You know, bottling up her emotions like that is just gonna kill you faster.
That's exactly why I'm doing that. I'm joking. No, I'm not.
Good. No, that's not good. Talking about it will help you, trust me. It's good to at least get it off your chest a bit.
After some coaxing, she lets out a big third sigh and starts spilling her troubles.
It's nothing really, just work stuff. What about work stuff? It's just I'm tired and stressed. There's so much going on right now at the company and there are so many decisions to make and expectations to meet. I'm afraid I'm not cut out for this anymore. It was easy at first, but as time goes on, the pressure's getting higher and higher. I'm going to be running a huge multi-million company sometime soon in the future. I know I'm not the one making the most super decisions yet, but the tasks are still daunting. I'm trying my best, but I'm always afraid my best isn't good enough.
Welcome to my world. The world of Lynx. Except I don't have to run a multi-million company. I don't have to run a company at all. She buries her head in her arms and knees, and soon the sniffles follow, signaling that she's crying again. Holy shit, she's crying. What do I do? What do I do? I accordingly hug and pat her on the back, hoping that it would be somewhat comforting.
There, you'll be okay.
I have no idea if those words even mean anything to her right now, but unfortunately it's the best I could do at the moment. The last thing I thought I'd be doing is consoling this usually haughty girl. After a few minutes she becomes quiet and slowly pushes me away. I watch her stand up from her fetal position and wipe her tears vigorously on the back of her hand.
Sorry. I didn't mean to suddenly break down like that. I look pathetic, don't I?
She briskly storms to her room without waiting for an answer, but I catch up and grab onto her hand, preventing her from fleeing. In contrast to when she first held me hostage, Aoi's hands are warm and tender, almost as if they'd break if I held onto them any tighter. She freezes in place that turns her head around with a shocked expression, displaying puffy red eyes.
No, you don't. It's only normal to cry from time to time. Especially with all that you have on your plate right now.
Aoi bites her quivering lip and turns away from me again, probably to stop her tears from falling again. I can tell she's trying to worm her hand out of mine, but that only makes me solidify my grip on her hand even more.
Let's go.
Her full attention is on me again, now with raised eyebrows, giving me a questioning look.
Hey, go. I'll take you somewhere, so grab your car keys and let's go.
Hey, go Barry. It's doing the morning right now, you're crazy.
Just trust me.
I look in her eyes with a sense of determination to show I'm serious and not just joking around. Her eyes are filled with worry and doubt, contemplating whether or not to agree. After a long momentary glance, she slowly gives in.
This better be worth it. Hehehe, you won't regret it.
Soon after, we both change out of our pajamas and head out into the dead of the night. Where are we going? Is that a new outfit? Oh, it has quite a few outfits, doesn't she? I like this one too. The view of the sea is starting to become more visible even in the dark night as we near our destination. Aoi finds a parking spot nearby as I marvel at the huge unoccupied beach before us. Not a single soul is around, as if the beach was reserved only for us. Now that's nice, isn't it? That's absolutely nice. Those are the best spots where there are no people. The only thing greeting us is the crashing of the waves and the fishy smell of the seawater.
A beach.
Oi locks the car doors once we step out into the heated summer air. The waves rock back and forth, splashing the sand with its chilly waters. I eagerly drag the extent Aoi down the steps and toward the warm, untouched sand.
Why'd you take me to the beach? Just because. You need some fresh air.
I excitedly kick off my flip-flops and into the shallow waters I go. The cold seawater hitting against my legs helps cool down the warm summer temperature, tempting me to splash around. I turn around to Aoi and beckon her to join me.
Come on, the water feels amazing.
Aoi rolls her eyes, but chuckles and eventually gives in to my pleas. She removes her shoes and rushes towards me while kicking a huge splash at me. My body shivers from the sudden mini shower. She laughs out loud and prepares to drench me again, but I retaliate and give her a taste of her own medicine.
Yeah! Come here, you!
I try to flee, but the resistance of the water slows me down and I eventually get caught with a huge splash on my back. We continue splashing and chasing each other in the empty sea to the point where both of us are nearly drenched. Once our mini playtime session is over, we stop to catch our breaths under a night sky with the waves gently surrounding our calves. Seeing Aoi able to genuinely laugh and have some fun relieves me, knowing that she can forget about her worries, albeit temporarily. I stare out into the void, where the thousands of building lights illuminate the abyss-like ocean.
Ah!
Hey?
I want to be a model! Why can't I get high, Red?
I shout at the top of my lungs toward the light horizon to the one question that's always on my mind. The emptiness calls my voice to echo, but delivers it no one but the fishes in the sea. I look at Aoi, who's sporting wide open eyes, and encourage her to do the same.
Try it. It always helps me distress in its own mysterious way.
Aoi's face screams skeptical. She looks at the endless waters hesitantly and only the lull of the waves are heard. But a moment later she opens her brow white and follows my example.
I can't love this pressure and all the expectations! I'm really stressed!
Just like earlier, only the waves respond. But that's all we need. Somewhere to put aside our stressful feelings, even if it's only temporary. Aoi laughs and shakes her head at this seemingly childish method.
Do you do this frequently?
My feet lightly kick against the current and I'm getting shy for some reason.
Back then, yeah. That is when I managed to find a friend that was down to drive to the beach during ungodly hours, You're really something else, you know that?
She leaves the body of water and strikes back onto the sand, taking a seat. Her eyes look out through the wide and merciless ocean, as if she's searching for answers to her qualms. To my surprise, she's not begging to go home, and instead absorbs nature around us at 2 in the morning. The gritty sand sticks to my wet feet as I follow her footsteps to the shore and sit next to her, staring up at the starry sky. Oh, CG! So nice! Our shoulders bump when I take my seat, but Aoi doesn't flinch and we end up leaning against each other, with the high from earlier clearly coming to an end. Although neither of us are speaking, the silence is the kind that's comforting and soothing. Just a couple of girls admiring the mesmerizing waves swaying to and fro.
Thank you. For what? For bringing me out to get some fresh air. How do you know it was just me using to go to the beach to relieve my own stress? It does matter.
She takes a deep breath to fully immerse herself in the fresh yet salty air. Oh yes, yes. It's lovely, isn't it? That smell of the beach. When was the last time she properly went out like this instead of coping herself up in a room?
I forgot what it feels like to not think about work all the time. To be out and enjoy myself. Even watching Patio House doesn't hold a candle to sitting here staring at the virtually nothing. Thanks for the opportunity. It's nothing really. It was 2 birds with 1 stone. I got to scream to abyss too after all. But don't let me know. But do let me know if you want to come back here again. I'd love to scream at nothing with you. There's absolutely no need for you to put up such a strong barrier all the time. I'm your housemate, roommate, and honestly I might as well be your wife if you think about it.
I just said what came to mind, but now that I think over what I just said, address myself as her wife makes me blush unexpectedly. I avoid making eye contact with her and pray to God that my red face is invisible in the darkness.
Anyway, I'm here for you to confide in, so stop keeping things to yourself and scaring the shit out of me by sitting in the dark and ungodly hours.
Aoi doesn't respond and invites the silence back between us again. After a while, out of nowhere, I finally unlock her sad backstory. Oh.
My mom left my dad and I when I was 6 years old because all that did was work.
I kinda understand leaving the dad. I don't understand leaving the daughter. Sounds like it was not only work, to be honest. And, well, that's terrible. I kinda do. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just me not thinking work is the most important thing in their life and so on, but I would not be able to put work in front of someone I love. But then again, maybe this guy didn't. Anyway.
She made one of the best home-cooked meals and we actually sat and ate together. I'd be lucky if I can even sit together with my dad for an hour for non-business related things nowadays.
So he didn't change at all. Ha! Wow. She continues looking out into the open sea with longing eyes. Her soft voice almost gets drowned out by the various sounds around us, but at the same time her words are the only thing I can hear.
I know I shouldn't take me with her. How different would my life have been? Maybe she couldn't. Custody things, perhaps. I haven't seen her since and it'd be a lie if I said I don't miss her, but those memories have become so distant now. Blurred. But you brought them back with that first meal you made me.
Her normally penetrating gaze is now looking at me innocently like a lost little girl. Our eyes lock onto each other and I can't seem to look anywhere else. It's like her eyes are a pair of magnets pulling me into those deep blue orbs of hers.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Both. She smiles slightly, unsure of what she herself meant. Aoi breaks the stable eye contact we've been holding and looks out to the numerous tall shadowed buildings.
But as time went by, it became a different feeling. Well, that's good to hear that I've given you a good experience. Especially since we started off with a rocky start.
Yeah, it was. She faces me again with a happier look.
I'm surprised too. You've made me realize a lot of things. Oh, like what?
Her head tilts onto her pulled up knees and arms playfully, cheekily taunting me with suspense.
Not telling. Another story event I have to unlock?
Yep. Even with her smack and teasing look, I can only laugh at her childish antics and hope that there will come a day when I lock all her secrets. Wow. Her sapphire eyes stay locked on my own chocolate irises, and now it's her turn to interrogate me.
Say, what made you want to become a model?
The question takes me by surprise, and I slowly look up to the sky and think back to my younger days.
Well, I've always admired the beautiful women in magazines ever since I was a kid, and the passion for beauty and modeling just stuck with me or something. I've also always been told I was pretty by my family and friends growing up, so I guess the ego just kept me going.
Guys, I have an idea. Guys and not guys. How about we start our own magazine of sorts like that? And we actually will get the photographs of actually some beautiful women. We are not talking like, you know, the super overly slim, basically stick woman. No, not that. We are not talking about absolutely oversized, basically fat. No. That's not what we were after. Okay? We will look for the beauties. Okay? Because what's chosen, it's not. I think we might fail with the project. I mean, that is an idea, isn't it? Anyway.
Which I agree with, 100%. I'm pretty gorgeous if I do say so myself.
I do a saucy hair flip and shoot her a smirk. Aoi jokingly rolls her eyes as she chuckles but spoils that rare, heartwarming smile of hers in the moonlight.
You are.
The unexpected compliment warms my face as if the summer heat hasn't already affected it. To avoid her gaze, I end up looking down at the tiny grains of sand as if it's the most interesting thing in the world. I shot my feet a bit in the sand, suddenly feeling nervous with the spotlight on me.
I then started getting into makeup and fashion in around middle school, and then started modeling a bit during high school secretary for small magazines. And ever since I was hooked. After high school, I ditched college and moved here. I started doing small modeling gigs here and there for friends or very small companies while working in a convenience store and modeling agency hunting.
Isn't there a college for that? Probably not. I mean, still would be probably useful to study. Anyway.
And now here I am, still without a modeling job or agency that will accept me. Which I don't understand why, because I'm pretty as hell, hot as hell, and have a personality to boot.
Wow.
Yeah, you sure have a personality, alright? Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Aoi laughs out loud in the sky and shakes her head.
Nothing. I didn't mean anything at all. You yourself are a handful too, you know that? I know that very well.
The conversation soon dies as we let the distant waves fill the silence and stargaze for the rest of the night. And that's when we jump to a sky full of stars. We played it. It's now nearing 3 AM and the seaside is still as quiet as when we got here an hour ago. It's as if this is a world with only us in it. Aloy secretly hides a yawn, but I notice and think it's time to go home and get some beauty rest for the both of us. It's not often I stay up this late nowadays, since my day starts off early with Aoi's day. But as much as I'd like to stay and even wait for the sunrise, I'm sure the princess over here could fall asleep any minute now.
Shall we go home?
She rubs her eyes and stretches her arms and legs while letting out another yawn. She stands up and the warmth of on my shoulder. I actually yawned because of it was set now. She stands up and the warmth on my shoulder from where she was leaning on is replaced by the breeze. I walk ahead of me as I stare at her figure slowly becoming further and further. Suddenly I wish we had stayed just a tad bit longer. She turns around, wondering why I'm still not leaving yet. Still yet.
What's wrong? Nothing.
I take some steps back to the car and we travel quietly back home. And that's the moment. I leave the lights off as the moonlight is still bright enough to light the way through the house, and we both make a beeline to our rooms, ready to pass out. Thinking back on tonight, I'm surprised how even agreed to my plan. And it turned out for the best. She was able to have some fun, and I feel like this bonding session has shown me many more sides to this mysterious Aoi. It somehow gives me a fizzy feeling knowing that she can trust me more, but then I think that it might be too late already since I'll be leaving soon. The thought waves my heart down, but I try not to think about it and not let it ruin the good vibes. Right when I reach my door, Aori's voice rings throughout the motionless condo.
Akane.
I turn to look at her, wondering if she had an order for me.
Good night.
I laugh to myself, having thought it was something serious, but I repeat the formality with a smile.
Good night.
I close my door and lean against it in the dark, thinking back to her good night. What a nice way to end a nice night. I wonder if things weren't so rough at the beginning of our relationship. Would it have been like this from the start? For without the whole rocky start, I wouldn't have even met her in the first place. But I wish this would last longer. I'm finally appreciating her more. Here is an idea. On the last day, okay? On the last day, in the morning, or maybe later, she arrives, right? You spill some coffee onto their clothes by supposed mistake, and to pay back the damage, you have to work here again. Just saying. I'm finally appreciating her more, yet it's all going to end in 15 days. How unfortunate. Just saying, you know. Wink wink. Akane, wink wink, you know. Okay, it's day 95 out of 95, so let's end it right here, right now. We'll continue tomorrow. We'll see where this is going exactly within the next episode. I think that's the correct path, because I don't expect it to be day 95 and it's complete end, complete stop, full breaks. I don't think it will be like that. So yes, tomorrow we'll check out that day and hopefully some next day as well. Be sure to be subscribed so you get the information that the new video is out. That's right. Also like the video if you enjoyed, that's always appreciated. Hope you have a wonderful day today, tomorrow, the next day too. Bye bye.